What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B. I know it's been a couple of weeks. I know. But, yeah, man, shit happens. What can I say, man? We had the snowpocalypse move through here in Arkansas, and I know a lot of you are going, from up north, Michigan or or someplace like that, Wisconsin, are all saying that ain't snow. But you gotta understand, here in the South, 6 inches of snow is a big deal. We're not equipped for that. We don't have plows and stuff, snowmobiles to get around and stuff like that. So, of course, everybody and their dogs just absolutely lost their mind. It was 2 days where it was snowing, and then on the third day you were able to get out, but people went out and just absolutely decimated Walmarts and the grocery stores because for 2 days, being snowed in for 2 days, of course you need 9 gallons of milk and 8 loaves of bread and 16 dozen eggs and 400 rolls of toilet paper. I don't understand. It's the people that do that actually cause the shortages, because when they do that, then everybody sees, oh my God, everybody's buying all the shit up, so now I'm not going to be able to get any. So everybody else runs out there to try to get it before all you stockpilers go in and snatch it all up. So relax, honestly. If we go grocery shopping once a week, and that means for 6 days of the week, I don't need nothing. So surely for 2 days, you can get by with a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. For crying out loud, people, get a grip. It is not the end of the world. But, of course, people panic shop. They panic. Scared to death they're not going to be able to get their beer for a day or two. And stuff. It's craziness out here. I'm sure, like I said, up around the Wisconsins and stuff like that, and Michigans and stuff, people don't even bat an eye when it snows. They just like, well, forget it. Well, we'll get out anyway. But in the South, man, people lose their minds. Oh, had a couple of deaths, celebrity deaths over this week. Catherine O'Hare played Lydia Dietz on Beetlejuice. Also played in A Nightmare Before Christmas voiceover. Played Kevin's mom in Home Alone. Passed away. Tragically, I think she was 71, I believe, or maybe 70. Maybe she was 70. Yeah, she's in her 70s. I can't remember. And also, Damon Wilson played Lamont on Sanford and Son. Fred Sanford's son, Lamont, also passed. Of course, he's somebody you hadn't heard from since Sanford and Son, so it's, people are like, oh wow, I didn't know he was still alive. But they come in threes, so expect another one. There may have been another one I just don't know of yet, but who knows. But I do got a stack of books. And again, because of the snowpocalypse, mail got delayed. That was another reason. So I hadn't got any of my shipments in, and then they all come at once, boy. So stuff I've had coming for a while, and I didn't want to do the show until they got here. So they got here, so I'm excited to show them to you. So let's just break into it. First up, I was actually just after the one book, but the guy was selling the whole mini series for the price of the one book, so I got them all. And that's Batman Battle for the Cowl, #1. And this, of course, is the battle of Dick Grayson and Jason Todd for the Mantle of the Bat. But it does have another key significance to it. And this is also the first appearance of Jeremiah Arkham as the Black Mask. So, little minor key. And then number 2. And then this is the one I was kind of after. This is the first official appearance of Damian Wayne as Robin. So this is the book where he officially becomes Robin. So that's the one I was after, because I kind of want to get all the Robin Damian Wayne keys out of there. They're not expensive books, so if you got a few extra bucks, go pick it up. And then, holy crap, did we get some foil facsimiles in here? I'm trying to get them in order here, because a couple of them aren't facsimiles, so I want to get through the facsimiles first, and then we'll get to the rest. But of course, we got Fantastic Four number 52, first appearance of the Black Panther foil facsimile. My lighting is really terrible in here. I thought I've got this little diffuser there to bring the light in, but it's not really helping much. But these foils are hard to show on camera anyway, but we all know what the book looks like, don't we? And this one I was excited to see. We've actually got 3 full facsimiles that I was really stoked to see come out. One of them is The Killing Joke, number 1. Of course, I do have the first print original, but that is so cool in a foil, and so I was just tickled to death to get it. Not to mention Brian Boland cover, one of his most famous covers. So I was sitting there thinking, don't speak out. You guys, I've been up with back spasms all night long, so forgive me if I sound a little groggy and tired. I haven't slept. Having some really bad back issues these days, and it just kept spasming all night, so I'm really tired. And it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I have been up since about noon yesterday, so yeah, I'm hurting pretty good. But and next up, Brave and the Bold number 28. A Grail book that I will never own the original of, but I got the next best thing. Full facsimile. First appearance of the Justice League of America. That is a Grail book that is out of reach. I don't care. Honestly, even if I got my income taxes back and I had enough to buy it, I just don't think I could spend, thousands in the... I don't think I could do triple digits quadruple digits for a book. I just can't. And then we got New Gods, number 1, first appearance of everybody and their dogs in here. I almost didn't get it because it's got a lot of first appearances, but not anybody really significant. First Orion, Highfather, Metron, Kalabak, Light Tray, first team of Parademons, that's kind of a good one. First New Genesis, first Apocalypse, so that is a pretty big key. And the first Mobius chair. So there's a lot of firsts going on in this book there. So I need to get the original. The original of this isn't really that expensive. It isn't too outrageous. And this one I was excited for. I was hoping they would do this one. I was like, you've got to do a full facsimile of this one. Of course, I do have the original. Everybody has the original. It's not an expensive book, but this is the book that started it all for me and probably a lot of others. Superman, number 75, The Death of Superman. This is probably the story that single-handedly created the interest that in comic books that we are all enjoying today. Um, yes, it was bigger in the 90s when this came out, the boom. This sparked a comic book boom that was just unheard of. And it died off, but it never really died. And yeah, but I think this book is probably responsible for bringing in a tons of new collectors. So I was stoked to get the foil facsimile. That was great. And I said I was gonna stop doing it, and I lied to myself, but I guess. But I said I was gonna lay off the moderns. But out of all this stack, I did get 3 new moderns. One of them was one I just really wanted, and the other 2 were kind of a slow week in Midtown. So I said, I'll just pick one up. But the new Iron Man #1, this Virgin foil cover, first appearance of a new Citizen V. So everybody was excited about a new Iron Man title, so I thought I might get one. After the whole Arkham, I'm going to get into that a little bit, the whole Absolute Batman stuff. So, and this one, I just wanted it, and I got the A cover. There was a foil cover. I didn't care for it so much, but I did get the A cover, and but it's a Null #1, his first solo series. I'm probably just going to get the #1. I'm probably not going to go down that rabbit hole. And then another new Captain America title. I believe this is another Captain America, a new Captain America #1, and I did get the foil of it. First appearance of Red Widow, Russia, and first Joe Ramos, Charles Castlemore, Trevor Tambling, the new members of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the first cameo of Salvation. So, a little bit of a keys in there. But, anyway, maybe a little spec. I still like to do a little spec, but probably isn't going to pan out. I don't see it really doing much. I haven't changed the bags on the last 2 yet, but I will. But let's get to this one. This one I couldn't believe I didn't have. This was called a thank you variant, and it was for retailers that showed vouchers that they destroyed Superman, I want to say, was it 13? And Supergirl, like 23 or 24 or something. A couple of comic books that got recalled, and if you could prove that you destroyed them, they sent the retailers this book. And it is Brian Bolland, and Brian Bolland, not only does he draw Wonder Woman like nobody's business, but he sure draws Joker. And it's Year of the Villain, #1. Retailers proof of recalled Superman 14 and Supergirl 33 is destroyed, but love that cover. I couldn't believe I didn't have it, being a Brian Bolland fan, but yeah, it's not a valuable book, but it's Brian Bolland, so I want it. All right, in the last 2 books I got to share, or 3 books, excuse me, is the stuff that I'm going to try to be going after a little more often. And this is I believe this is Neil Adams cover, but it's Brave and the Bold #95. It says Batman and who? You, but you're lying here dead. Who is he teamed up with? I won't tell you. We dare you to guess the identity of Batman's shocking co-star. Don't want to spoil it, but it's Plastic Man. But anyway, some Adam Hughes goodness, or Neil Adams goodness. Sorry, told you I'm asleep. And to go with that, this is the stuff I told you guys I was going to go after. But love these. Got them as a pair. I don't believe I paid this what the sticker price is on them. He shot me a deal. Took them both. But this is Aquaman number 46. This really cool Nick Cardy cover. Really love it. And this is the stuff. Neil Adams, Nick Cardy. I'm going to start going after some more of this stuff. So that's cool. And then this one. Love this cover. And y'all probably recognize it. This I would put this in the category of iconic covers for Nick Cardy. It is Aquaman number 45. But that's just badass. That's some great art right there. Wanted by the underworld, dead or, well, he's just dead. He's not really dead. Don't want to spoil it, but he's not. But anyway, but that is the haul. I've got some more really cool stuff coming. Pretty big key that I've been eyeballing for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger on. I am trying out this new, well, I guess, I don't know how new it is, but new to me, the Klarna, kind of a payment plan that goes through eBay along with other stores, but eBay for me would be the one I would use it for. So I'm dipping my toe in, and I bought one of a bigger key that I've been after for a long time, just to test the waters and see if I like it. And if I do, you might see some bigger key books come through here, just one at a time, just inserted in. So keep an eye out for that. Got one coming. And of course I got some more other stuff coming too. But what I was going to talk about was Absolute Batman is absolutely blowing up, along with all the Absolute titles are really blowing up. And I do not have the A cover of Absolute Batman number 1. I have the Jim Lee foil, and I have the logo foil, and I also have the Absolute Batman Noir edition. And I'm thinking about selling them because right now they're peaking on eBay. So I'm thinking about selling them, but I just have had such bad luck trying to sell anything on Instagram, and I really don't want to mess with Whatnot again. It's such a hassle, and they've changed it so much since the last time I used it. I'd have to relearn it all over again, and I'm freaking lazy, man. So I'll reach out to you guys. I'm willing to sell the all three books as a set for a price. You want to hit me up on Instagram at Stevie B Comics. You know what my logo looks like. You know me. If you're following me here, you're probably following me on Insta. If you're interested in them, we'll work out a price and I'll sell them to you. I think the strike while the iron's hot. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, also coming up, maybe possibly tomorrow. I'm fixing to film it as soon as I shut this off. But the return of Mystery Box. We have a mystery box. I will save that to you tomorrow. So tune in for that. Make sure to be here next Monday. Like I said, I've got I call it a major key. It's a major key. It's a pretty good key to have. So tune in. I can't wait to share that one with you. And I may have a few more surprises by next week. I'm kind of doing some hunting for books right now. So tune in next week and check it out. And tune in tomorrow. Like I said, Return of the Mystery Box. And we're going to do it old school. eBay grinder and all. It's supposed to be a good one. I've heard good things about it. But anyway, that is going to do it for this week's episode. Before you go do all those YouTube things we'd love for you to do, like, subscribe, comment, share, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.